So I wanted to jump on really quickly and give you guys an update. I haven't vlogged in so long, and it's because I had the baby and he was healthy, he's beautiful. I'm happy. I'm just in awe, in love with my little boy, and everything is good with him. The baby came early, and I'll tell you why. I was extremely angry one night when I was watching Married to Medicine. I was watching the exchange between Toya Harris Bush, whatever her name is, and Contessa. And last season, I'm gonna tell you, Toya, as Funky Dineva would say, Toya was in charge of the girls. Okay, I agree with that. She was one of my favorites on the show, but this season she is giving me something totally different. So I was sitting there watching what she was doing. I watched 2 episodes. I saw where she had I guess Contessa couldn't make it to the party, and Toya called Contessa out at the party. I mean, it was some real ratchet type stuff, okay? And I felt myself getting really angry. And then in the next episode, it was more of the bull. And I just didn't understand where it was coming from, but I got so angry. I can remember feeling contractions. And I thought they were the normal, Braxton Hicks, but it just kept getting worse and worse, more intense, and I ended up having to go into the emergency room. So from about 7 o'clock that Sunday night, the contractions kept getting worse and worse, and I was telling my husband, I was like, I don't know, babe, I think the baby is coming, because this doesn't feel like normal Braxton Hicks to me. He was like, nah, we got a couple of weeks. The baby's not coming early. Don't worry about it. Drink some water. Did you drink your water today? It's always, no matter what's going on, if I'm sick, did you drink some water? That's my husband's remedy for everything. Did you drink some water? Anyway, yes, I had some water, okay? And by midnight, I had endured all that pain. I was laying in bed. I was laying in a fetal position because I couldn't move. I mean, it was terrible. So then I called my doctor's office, and I was like, listen, I'm having these pains, but I don't know if I should go in yet. I don't know. And they were like, well, if you feel like this isn't normal, this is more than just the usual Braxton Hicks, then we can't stop you from going in, but you're most likely not in labor. So I give it more time. 3 o'clock, I woke my husband up. I was like, I can't do it no more. I can't take it. This is real. I think I'm in labor. And he was like, well, did your water break? Dude, if you say something else about water, I'm gonna kill you, okay? No, my water hasn't broken. If it did, that would be obvious, right? Easy answer. So no, it hadn't broken, but I couldn't take the pain anymore. The contractions weren't going away. I wasn't comfortable with taking any like Tylenol or anything like that, because I'm gonna work through my pain. I want that pain to be so real, so when I do make it to the doctor's office, y'all can see what's going on, and you're gonna take me seriously because I'm in that much pain. So anyway, we head on down to the emergency room. We get down to the emergency room. This is like Sunday night, or the wee hours of Sunday morning. We get there, it's about 4 a.m. So from 7 p.m. to 4 a.m. I'm basically in labor. I'm having these contractions. They hook me up immediately, get me going, and they're like, yeah, we can give you something to calm these contractions down, but first let's monitor them. So from 4 o'clock to 8 a.m. I'm being monitored, in pain, no pain medication, because they want to monitor the contractions. They get my doctor on the phone, and in fact, I think she was on call anyway, or no, she wasn't on call, but she was going to be in on Monday morning. So whatever resident doctor was there, they, you know, kept on coming, monitoring my contractions. By this time, you know, I'm in labor. I'm having contractions from 7 p.m. It's 8 a.m. now. So more than 12 hours, I'm having, you know, I'm pretty much in labor. Contractions are kicking my butt, okay? Kicking my butt. My husband is over there sleeping, acting like you ain't in labor. Can she get some ice water? Okay, getting on my nerves. Anyway, they come and they tell me, you know what, we can't get your contractions to stop, so your doctor wants to go ahead and get you a C-section done. I mean, I had already had a C-section scheduled, so it was no biggie to me. But I was like, man, this is real. This is happening. Oh my God, I'm about to meet my little guy. So they were like, yeah, we can get you in at noon to get it going. I'm like, well, can I have some pain medication in the meantime? Well, we don't want to do anything, you know, because you're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to get anesthesia. We don't want to give you anything for the pain. So from 7 p.m. to 8 a.m. to noon the next day, I'm in labor, feeling these contractions kicking my butt. Y'all, unless you've been through that pain, you will never. I can't even describe what contractions feel like. I can't describe. And I've never given birth through the you know, vaginal canal, so you know, some women can tell you what that feels like. I won't ever be able to tell you what that feels like. But honey, contractions, the pain of that is just, it is terrible. It's horrible. And with no medication. So okay, let's get to the birth. Let's get to the anesthesia. I'm telling this doctor I got rods in my back because I had back surgery before, and they want to do a spinal, something called a spinal, which is a little different than an epidural. A spinal goes deeper in your back, and it releases medication for, you know, a couple of hours, as opposed to an epidural that's, you know, sort of more at the surface level, and medication can be added and released over a longer period of time. So I'm like, now I've had an epidural before, I'm okay with an epidural. Anesthesiologist is like, nah, we're gonna do a spinal because your doctor has to go in and, you know, get the baby out since you've been in labor for so long. We really want this to be a short surgery, you know, in and out. So I'm like, okay. So I'm in the operating room. They're trying to do the spinal, and honey, I can't see back there. Couldn't see, but I could feel it. It was not center on my spine. He was digging and doing stuff, and he was like, you're gonna have to poke your back out. You have to like slump over, poke your back out, and stay that way. Mind you, I'm having contractions all along, so when them contractions are kicking my ass and he's stabbing that thing in my back, he want me to keep my back like pushed out. So he was like, no, you're gonna have to stay real still while I do this, and you're going to have to just keep your back poked out, you know. I'm like, what do you mean poke my back out? Let me tell you what this man does. He comes and shows me. He was like, you know, when you begin to twerk and when you begin to twerk and pop your back, but instead of popping it like this, slunch over like that. I was like, first of all, I don't know nothing about no damn twerking. Why would you make reference to twerking at a time like this? This is like really crucial. Ain't nothing twerking about what the fuck is going on right now with this pain, okay? It's not twerking, it ain't working. Use another example. So long story short, they end up having to do the epidural as I requested in the first damn place, okay? But how unprofessional and weird was it for the anesthesiologist to come over and show me how to begin twerking, popping his ass and back out. What kind of gay damn anesthesiologist is this? So anyway, I don't know if he was trying to be funny, you know, to make me laugh, to get, I don't know, but it wasn't funny. I was crying through that whole process, freezing, shaking cold, and contract. I mean, it was just a hot mess, y'all. And I'm gonna tell you, it's all because of Toya Bush. It's all because of Toya Bush Harris on Married to Medicine that I went in labor early, because she's sitting there messing with Contessa over some nonsense stuff. Okay, Toya, you wrong for this. You wrong for making me go into labor and putting up with this stuff. Okay, so anyway, my doctor comes in. She comes in like Mike Tyson used to come in the ring. You know, she came in and she was like walking in, white lady, bad. Y'all ready or what? I'm like, okay, we really about to do this, and we about to do it this way. She was like, did you get the epidural in? Did you finally get the epidural in? Talking to the anesthesiologist. He's like, yeah, we worked it in. We couldn't do the spinal. She was like, cool. Step aside. She had like, I don't know, it was so many people in there. It was like students. It was like student residents, student nurses, a bunch of nurses, a few doctors, you know, just a bunch of people in there. But the thing that I was concerned about most, and I'm gonna be real with you guys, the thing that I was really concerned with were my toenails. I'm not going to show you guys what they look like, but I'm going to tell you, it was a disgrace. Because I was planning on that very Monday going, because I don't like going to the nail shop over the weekend. It's too crowded. But on Monday, I was planning on going and, you know, getting my toes done, getting, you know, the little French tips done. I just needed one more day. But they weren't done, and they were long. They needed to be cut. The previous French tip was, you know, was like a little bit of white on the toe, but then my actual crusty toenails were showing. And my doctor, she was pausing right before she was like, yo, y'all ready to get this popping? She kind of paused and like looked in the vicinity of my toes. And when I realized what the fuck she was looking at and how she was looking at them, I realized that I'm in danger, and I put myself in jeopardy because I wasn't proactive enough to go and just get it done. I put it off way too long, and I realized because I didn't do that, and I walked up in there with those crusty toenails, they felt like they could talk to me and treat me any type of way. I'm telling you, it's all about them toenails. You got to present yourself a certain way so people know that you're serious. Like, bar none, hands down, no jokes, for real. I saw her checking them out, and she was like, damn, but you know what, we gonna get it done anyway. It was all done in about an hour. Husband was in there looking at everything. He was like this. I kept looking in his eyes. He was just like this looking. I was like, yeah, it's real, it's happening. Next thing I know, I heard baby boy crying. They laid him with all that stuff all covered on him, laid him right here. And I was scared to look at him because I ain't know if, you know, something was, you know, I just ain't know if everything was going to be intact. But it was. And it turned out to be a beautiful, beautiful day. Anyway, I wanted to share with you guys this update. And I'll post some pictures. And I'll see you in the next video.